I got Shakur 8-4.
8-4.
8-4. Could be closer, but I just don't think Shakur gonna let him catch him. I mean, he gonna use his feet to his advantage.
Now let me get my distance. Now you know we both have a different view. That's why I let him go first. So
January 31st, Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Robbery awaits. Is the fix in? Well, that's what Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin's dad, Floyd Schofield Sr, in his recent interview was indicating that Teofimo Lopez is going to need a knockout because the high-invested fighters for the Saudi Arabians is Shakur Stevenson.
One interview Imogen knowing the winner of the Super Bowl before the opening kickoff. Imagine sitting at a casino table, already aware of which card will be dealt next. That is the level of corruption now being alleged in professional boxing. And the focus is the biggest fight of early 2026. This isn't about obscure venues or underground deals. This is a blockbuster event at Madison Square Garden, long considered the cathedral of boxing. The claims suggest the outcome has already been purchased. Officials allegedly paid off. The result predetermined before the fighters even step inside the ring. And the man making these explosive accusations is none other than Floyd Schofield Sr, a figure rapidly becoming one of the most polarizing voices in the sport.
Listen, what you think about Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson January 31st, New York City?
I got Teofimo winning like 3 rounds.
yo, I see somebody killing you with them pays. They trying to get some attention. They even throwing $9. Answer their question, please.
Look, I'm gonna get right into it. I just need to get this one out the way. You know, Teofimo Lopez, you see him winning only 3 rounds. Why?
You better stop playing. See, we always go against each other. We always did, but go ahead.
Yin and yang.
Movement, man. Teofimo, look what Teofimo fought Sander Martin.
Wait, you saying Shakur movement gonna be?
Look what Teofimo, what is he from Spain or something, Martin?
Spain.
But he looked the white guy, and he literally had to question himself, do I still got it? Like, come on, man.
I think
the fight to me is gonna be like Sugar Ray, Roberto Duran too.
But I think he gonna win.
No mas.
I think he gonna knock.
That the upcoming showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez on January 31st is nothing but stage theater. According to Schofield Sr, the decision has already been made regarding who leaves New York with the title, and it has nothing to do with skill, power, or strategy. If these allegations are true, boxing's integrity is hanging by a thread. If they're false, then what we're witnessing is one of the most damaging public breakdowns the sport has seen in years. A father seemingly willing to scorch the entire industry to settle a personal grievance. These claims weren't whispered behind closed doors. They were shouted loudly. In a series of incendiary remarks spreading through boxing circles, Schofield Sr. painted a scenario that sounds straight out of a crime drama. He alleges that Turki Alalshikh, the powerful figure behind boxing's recent surge, has effectively secured the loyalty of judges and referees. His wording was chillingly direct. Money paid on sight, a claim suggesting officials know exactly what is expected of them before the opening bell.
New York had the power to buy the streets of New York and throw a boxing fight in the middle of downtown New York. Who got that much power? It's in Saudi Arabia. You could call it Madison Square Garden all you want. That means the judges is paid for on Saudi money, most likely, the commission money, whoever funded this whole goddamn thing. T.O. need a knockout. T.O.'s not outboxing them, not even on the cards, because they're not going to let their big investment lose.
Whew. Do you believe it? Do you believe this conspiracy theory? Now, I'm going to say this. As we all know, y'all already know y'all tuning into Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shine himself. I got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson respectfully. Yeah. I believe the takeover is going to show why he is the takeover 2.0. Why he's the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, 2-time lineal champion. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson, then 3-division world champion, but I believe that Teofimo Lopez is that guy. But we all understand in the sport of boxing, fans was a little bit frustrated. I could see it from both sides. I could see if I want to believe in the conspiracy theory, and I could believe in the historic, you know what I'm saying, boxing, the politics, the corruption, and all that, right? And we cannot neglect that things like this does not happen. We cannot neglect that judges can be bought. We cannot neglect, you know what I'm saying? We see that, hey, look at Nakatani, the last fight. Hey, look at Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, the 118, 110 card, right? We seen robberies in the sport of boxing, right?
Narrative being pushed. is that the scorecards are already written. It implies a level of control that strips the actual fight of meaning. Allegations like these force fans to re-examine every close round with skepticism. Every slip ruled and knocked down, every referee warning suddenly feels scripted. Schofield Sr. is essentially telling the public that this bout is a performance, not a contest. He claims the financial investment behind Shakur Stevenson is so massive that allowing him to lose simply isn't an option, regardless of what unfolds in the ring. What makes the accusation even more unsettling is the setting. For decades, Madison Square Garden has been seen as sacred ground, a place where history is earned, not purchased. But Schofield's camp argues that those traditions no longer matter. They claim the flood of Saudi money into boxing has shifted power so dramatically that even New York is now for sale. It's an assertion that wealth and global influence have overtaken local athletic oversight.
Now Floyd Schofield just clarified and exposed that, as you heard him, he feels like His Excellency Turki Alalshikh pays the judges, pays the referees, pays everybody involved to protect his investment, which is the fighters that he favors. In this case, is Shakur Stevenson, right? And we heard Gervonta Tank Davis say this. We heard Teofimo Lopez say this, right? No, the facts remain is this. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is that His Excellency Turki Alalshikh puts up the money for y'all to be in the toughest fights. He ain't putting up no money for y'all to be in cherry picks, as everybody got accustomed to doing. No, when he puts up the money now, he puts up the money for y'all to be in big fights, in 50-50 fights, and you stand a chance to lose, period. So with that said, y'all begged for the fight with Shakur. Shakur obliged you. Turkey decided to concede and pay you, and y'all blew it. And now he's saying that Teofimo Lopez, because His Excellency Turki Alalshikh is with Saudi Arabia, and now they have so much power, and because of the relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia, who can shut down New York City, who has the power to do that, and now he's going to pay the judges, and Teofimo Lopez is his investment. He don't like Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez made some ridiculous comments about Turki Alalshikh and his faith, his Muslim faith, and he's going to get robbed now.
Purist, this paints a disturbing picture. If a single financial force can override the authority of the New York State Athletic Commission, then no arena is truly neutral. The accusation suggests that while the event is physically staged in Manhattan, it's effectively being run as if it were in Riyadh. It challenges the idea of home advantage and undermines the neutrality of iconic venues like the Garden. Schofield Sr. argues that this money has no boundaries, capable of crossing continents to guarantee that the preferred storyline plays out exactly as planned, right in the heart of America's sports media capital.
Every style got a counter style. The turtle shell is easy to crack. Easy.
But you gotta know how to crack.
You gotta know how to crack it. You gotta know the position of the feet in the zone to be in. Every style got a counter style. You gotta know the 5 styles.
Look, Teofimo barely beat Lomachenko.
What that mean? Lomachenko ain't that good of a fighter to me.
You don't think he better than Shakur?
He got losses and only have a handful of fights. Anybody else had 14 fights and lost 3 times. They'll say they a bum.
That's true.
And I'm not saying he a bum. I'm just saying let's stick to the same rules for both sides. I'm sticking to neutrality. I don't rate him as one of the greats. I don't check him like, oh, he's a great fighter. He did great things. He lost to C-level fighters.
But you don't think people think he's better than Shakur? Lomachenko?
They could think because everything is propaganda now. Top ranking them, you know how much money they spent doing that marketing to get him like that? To make y'all believe that? That didn't happen by luck. It was a lot of marketing dollars to do that. These are big businesses making revenue through these products they building these fighters. So, nah.
Yeah, that is true, because I ain't gonna lie. If I had a record of 14-3, they'd be like, man, if you don't...
Anybody had that. But they invested hundreds of millions, so they invested millions, so they had to stick with the game plan and keep pushing this product to get the bigger fights. And that's what they did. It's simple business. But no,